Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay and I will be discussing PuppyMills because I believe it is an important issue that doesn't get much, if at all, any media coverage. I understand the reasoning and why this doesn't get much media coverage, but I love dogs and protecting them in every way. A.D. Williams once said, "If I look into the eyes of an animal, I do not see an animal. I see a living being. I see a friend. I feel a soul." That is exactly how I feel, and I want to express why PuppyMills should be stopped. This is a perfect representation of what puppies should look like with a good breeder. However, in a lot of cases, that is not what it looks like. Instead, it looks like this. This is the sad reality and depiction of a puppy mill breeding facility. There are even more disturbing pictures on the condition these dogs are left in, but if you want, you can look at those on your own. So, puppy mills are dog breeding operations that put profit over the health and well-being of the dogs. It is all about profit, so any money spent on veterinarian care, quality food, shelter, or staff to take care and look after the dogs is seen to these businessmen and women as a big chunk in the profit margin. These factors are some of the most important factors in taking care of dogs, and they are what puppy mills do not care about at all. Puppy mills can be big or small. They can be licensed by the United States Department of Agriculture or unlicensed. Puppy mills can house hundreds or thousands of dogs. The conditions in these facilities are unhealthy, unsanitary, and just horrible, and no dog should ever have to be put through this. Some of the facilities place these dogs in cages outside with no protection from the weather. There is a large concentration of puppy mills in the Midwest. Missouri has the largest number of puppy mills in the United States. These facilities can breed all types of dogs. Breeding parents are usually spent in 24-hour confinement to cages. Mothers are constantly being bred. They do not get any time to recover after they give birth. They are killed if they can no longer produce. The mothers do not get to see or nurse their puppies. The mothers and puppies are usually placed in two separate areas. And pet stores obtain a lot of their dogs through puppy mills. And there are internet websites that also get their dogs from puppy mills as well. Puppies are torn away from their mothers and sold to brokers who pack them away for shipping to pet stores. And the shipping conditions are inhumane and many puppies do not survive. So this is Patricia Yates. She was an unlicensed breeder who was busted for facilitating a puppy mill in her own home in North Carolina. An anonymous tip came into local law enforcement that sparked the investigation into Yates' property. The Humane Society staff, sheriff, and deputies rescued 105 dogs found cramped in unsafe and unsanitary conditions, and many had untreated medical issues. One of the Humane Society staff members was Erica Jeppy, and this wasn't her first time seeing the work of a mill. She said, "You never know exactly what you're going to walk into, but the first thing that hits you is the smell and the barking, and then just the sheer volume of dogs and cats that are on the property." Then she said this about Yates' house. Walking in, seeing inside the enclosure, the urine, the feces they were sitting in all day, lots of pregnant dogs, very dirty water bowls, inadequate level of food, just overall squalor, standing there all day, but even standing there for a few minutes just gets to you. Physically and emotionally, it's very heartbreaking to see. It was said that the parents in Yates' house were left in such bad condition that many were left completely blind. Their hair was matted, their bodies disformed from being in cages from all day long, and many of them were on the brink of death. So you can help stop these inhumane facilities by adopting a dog from a rescue. If you are getting a puppy from a breeder, just make sure they are safe. If they're actually breeders, they'll do like a whole background check on you and like make you fill out an application. But I really highly recommend you do not buy a puppy from a pet store or online breeder that looks really suspicious. If you do see anything suspicious, tell local authorities or donate to many friendly organizations that are trying to crack down and stop these puppy mills. Like the Humane Society, it's really easy. If you go on their website, you can donate and help stop it. So help stop the cruelty of puppy mills. These animals don't have a voice, but we do. My family and I just recently adopted a dog from Compass Rescue. She's pictured here in the upper right corner. Her name's Bailey. She was born in Texas, and her owner gave her up, and so they sent her to what is called a high kill shelter, and she was going to be put down. And because in the South, there's a large amount of dogs, and due to the lack of space in shelters, they have to put a lot of them down, unfortunately. But Compass Rescue, they go down there and rescue these dogs and bring them up here to be adopted. And Bailey is our little girl who's all spoiled, and we all love her, so I wouldn't want her or any other dog to go through what many have to go through in a puppy mill. Thank you for watching.